Machina Citadel is the way. Wipe out all of your opponent's monsters. Let's go. Okay, ready? We're gonna Knuckle, check for a delay. If there's no delay, then I'm gonna Zeus. Bullet Train. No delay. Whoop, bye-bye. Legally cheating. Goodbye, Macabre. Woo! You won't be learning that from a TCG player, I tell you that. Gotcha. Legally cheat your way to victory. Damn. You could not do that in TCG. You could not do that in TCG. We just outplayed that mad lad. Holy moly. Zeus would have been negated. That was not YOLO Zeus. We were not going to Zeus unless I had confirmation that he could not negate a monster effect. Holy moly. Let's go.
There can only be one winner, and you're looking at it. Let's go.
Now, before I show you my deck list, I'm going to show you the breakdown of the best way to play Machine Citadel. It is Earth Machine. Earth Machine is the best way. The Railway deck is a more simple way to play it, but is not as good. Let's get Earth Machining. Also, Machina is a good way to play it, but not as good as this. Earth Machine, deck type breakdown. This is automated based off of people reaching Diamond and Diamond 1 or getting good win streaks or top in tournaments. So you can copy something like this, and you are good. So do understand that before I show you my deck list. Here's a sample deck list from Shiny Sophion, topping a tournament back in April. Very nice. Shiny Sophion, top tier. I love it. Here is the deck list. Now, I know this deck could seem quite complicated, but it really isn't that complicated. It's all about getting enough cards in your graveyard to use the effect of Tunneler to draw 2. That's pretty much the main goal of the deck. And how do you do that? You want to get your Bulldozer onto the field, which could then special summon a monster from the deck. So what you will generally do to start off with this deck, a good starter is going to be the Machina Redeployment, the Machina Metal Cruncher. You're going to be opening with the Harvester. You also have an opener with this, the Heavy Forward. So you have a ton of openers to make this deck incredibly consistent. So what you're going to do is essentially, you're going to get Brutal Dozer out onto the field by tributing an Earth Machine monster, which you could get through the Harvester or the Metal Cruncher. Then the Brutal Dozer is going to summon a Trencher from the deck. It's going to be negated, but it has a great effect in the graveyard. Then you're going to rank 5 Exceed into the River Stormer. The River Stormer could search your deck for any Earth Machine monster from your deck. That is great. Normally, you're going to be searching for the Bullet Train. Then you're going to go back and forth with just summoning your Goliath. Goliath will be used over a non-link infinite track monster. Then the River Stormer could tribute the Goliath to come back in the field. Then you could use Goliath to tribute back over it again. This is all just to fill up the grave so we could use the Tunneler. Now, how do we search the Tunneler if we searched for Dozer, which searched for Trencher, which made Stormer, which searched for the Bullet? Well, we have another search. The other search is making the Ballista. The Ballista is going to be 2 Earth Machines. You make this, then you activate it to add the box. The box, when added to the hand, will then activate to search for the Tunneler. Then you could summon the Tunneler onto the field. And you will essentially want to end on an Angry Knuckle. This card is great. During either player's main phase, you could send a monster from your hand or field to the graveyard, so you could send itself to summon a level 10 machine monster in your graveyard onto the field. So what's very good is with your Tunneler drawing 2, ideally, you're drawing into the Machina Overdrive, which could help summon your main boss monster, the Citadel. Anytime an Earth Machine is destroyed on the field, the Citadel will summon from the graveyard, and the Citadel could destroy itself or another monster you control to then wipe out all of your opponent's monsters if their attack is less than or equal to the monster you destroyed. Love this card. The recursion with it is nuts. Now, beyond setting up for the Tunneler to draw 2 and getting your Citadel out on the field with a ton of advantage because you're drawing 2, another good play with the deck is making level 10 Exceeds. Level 10 Exceeds with the Heavy Freight Train and the Express Bullet Train and even the Citadel will help you make cards like the Super Dreadnought Rail Cannon. If you have an open field to attack into, you win. You summon this, you burn for 2k, then you rank it up into the Rail Cannon Lieb, which will then become 6,000 attack on top of dealing 2,000 damage. You win, and you could open up their field by popping cards with the Earth Slicer and or other plays with the Citadel. Whatever you do to open up their field, then going for game. Another good play turn 1 is making the Super Dora. If you draw enough of your extenders, which are a part of your combo, you could then change things up to make the Dora. Dora will have the quick effect to detach material, making any of your monsters unaffected by all card effects. That is nuts. And when equipped with the Heavy Freight Train Dkayed, when this is detached, you're now going to pop a card in the field. That is great. There's a great guide on the website. The guide is from Mr. Rez or Mr. Easy, MREZ. And I'm going to highlight a few of the combos. Actually, I'm just going to show you the VFD combo because the other ones are quite standard. So you got the standard 1-card combo, the VFD combo, I'm going to talk about that. Got the rank 10 combo. What if I draw a box combo? This is all good stuff, and hopefully I could remind Gia to pin this guide in the video pinned comment. Now, let's say you open up a Machina redeployment plus any card you discard. You now got VF to the D. You got the deployment to search for your Metal Cruncher, searching for your Fortress. Both of these are going to be searched for with the deployment. You're going to normal summon the Cruncher, search for a Harvester. Then you're going to discard the Harvester and the Fortress to summon the Fortress. You with me? Then you're going to link off both of your Cruncher and your Fortress to make a Ballista. Ballista will then search for the Ancient Gearbox, which will activate to search for an Infinite Track Trencher. Very good. Now notice how we did not use the effect of our Harvester yet. We're going to use the Trencher to summon the Harvester, and then we're going to win. We're going to discard the Trencher and the box to summon back the Fortress because we sent it to the graveyard to make the Ballista. We're going to use the Trencher effect that's in the graveyard now because it helped summon onto the field the Fortress by discarding it with the box. The Trencher is now going to summon the Harvester to then activate and search for the Brutal Dozer. Now, the problem with Brutal Dozer is for the rest of the turn after activating this effect, you can only summon Earth Machine monsters. Well, use Harvester and Fortress to become both level 9. The Harvester second effect, you're going to use the Fortress to make it level 9, and the Harvester will also become level 9, and just like that, you have the true king of all calamities. And then beyond that, you will be making all the normal plays to get in through with to eventually have the Tunneler draw 2 and getting 5 cards in the graveyard. Now, do be careful with the true king of all calamities, because if you don't declare Earth, then you could be messing yourself up because you do have some restrictions where you need an Earth type monster to make your plays. So do be careful of that. And that's the deck. Enjoy. Oh my Jesus. That's it. That's infinite negates. The Mist Valley Apex Avian will negate any card I activate by returning the Mist Valley Thunderbird. And if this card is returned back to the hand, it special summons back in the field. And the Mist Valley Apex Avian is not once per turn, but once per chain. So per chain, infinite negates. More negates than Herald of Perfection. And he's got Utopic Draco Future, but it does not matter. We got the Droplet. We're going to activate Urgent Schedule only when your opponent has more monsters than you. You get to summon 2 from the deck. Going to negate the Urgent Schedule. We're going to chain Droplet to the negate to negate that Fool. What did we send? We sent a Gearbox and the Urgent Schedule from our hand and or field to the graveyard to come forth and summon the Big Train, plus an Infinite Track Harvester. Now you're maxed into the sea. He could not max sea in response to the Droplet. We're going to call by the grave. Negate. I do not think so, mates. Now, by summoning our trains, that will trigger the train in our hand. Come forth and summon. Rank 10 Exceed into DLM Kaka. Oh, we can't say that anymore. Burn for 2,000 damage, detach the train, taking out and destroying the indestructible utopic Draco future that is negated. Come forth and summon. Lieb. Super Dreadnought Cannon Lieb. Boost to 6,000 attack, destroying another card in the field with our big train on detach. Goliath for the BM. 6,000 attack. Wipe out the Union carrier, that fake freaking train, and kill the bird. Hajime. Urgent schedule. Because you have more monster than me, I'm going to come forth and summon 2 from the deck. We're going to chain the Machina Overdrive from the graveyard, returning back in the deck to draw 1. We could return banished cards back. Very good. Let's go. Another Machina Fortress. Am I a mad lad or what? We got a choo-choo train from the deck. Come forth, heavy forward. Searching the Harvester. We have not normal summoned yet. Now we are normal summoning. We're trying to bait that back row out. Can we break the back row? We're breaking fields. Who likes watching fields be broken? Earth Slicer is going to slice up that back row into a treacherous trap hole. It ain't slicing nothing. Resetting the bottomless trap hole that is, we're going to Ash Blossom, negate the Sarah from summoning a Trap Tricks. It ain't happening. Now, how do we further break the field? We send Citadel to the graveyard to summon Machina Fortress. We're going to summon a Dozer by tributing off our machine monster, summoning a Tunneler from the deck onto the field. We got River Stormer. River Stormer, detach, searching for another choo-choo train. All we got to do is summon an Earth Machine, and it will summon onto the field. We got Goliath that could trigger the train. Come forward, choo-choo train. We're going to rank 10, exceed into the Super Dreadnought Rail Cannon. Detaching a material, going to negate us, but we're still going to pop a card in the field. We're getting negated. We're getting negated. What now? What now? What now? Citadel and the train. We're going to pop a card in the field and summon the Citadel because we got destroyed and we detached material, taking out an actual treacherous trap hole. Holy moly. Machina Citadel is here. River Stormer, tribute off the Goliath, come forth and summon. You could then use the heavy forward to put it into attack position if you want. Trencher, tributing off the Fortress just to get cards in the graveyard. Linking off into another Goliath. We're going to link them off into the Angered Knuckle. Angered Knuckle, discard, come forth and summon the choo-choo train back on the field. That's right, choo-choo train is back. We got another rank 10 exceed if we want. We're going to return the Super Dreadnought Rail Cannon Gustav Max back in the extra deck so we could summon the same one. It is not a hard one to return. Let's freaking go. Let's come forward, Dozer. Popping the Dozer, wiping out the entire field. Shokan into the same Gustav Max cannon. Detach the choo-choo train, burn for 2k, pop that back row card. We are going in for lethal damage, completely wiping out the back row and monsters, all just to end on a lead. 6,000 lethal damage after the 2k. I love it. We choo-choo training. Okay, when the non-fusion leaves the field, you could target level 8. The fusion has to be in the graveyard. Woo! Dark Ruler. No more. No more. You are negated. We are going to get Anchor Drillin'. Anchor Drill activates. Do we just Zeus the fields? Let go. Wow. Wow. We just don't get to see any plays. Why did Konami have to make us wait for the freaking ban list? Gotcha. Draw 2. Woo! Ash Blossom, you're done. You're done. Negate. Aw, man. I mean, there's going to be something better to negate, right? It's going to be Tails, so it's fine. Imagine negating a Cup of Ace. Why would you negate your opponent giving you 2 free cards? +2. Send up to 3 cards in your graveyard. Draw that many cards. Ooh, did you just send 2 to draw 2? Negate. Now what? You're done. End phase. End the turn. We're gonna choo-choo train you, boy. We're gonna get choo-choo training. Let's go. Activate. The trains are coming in hard. Gotta pull cards from our extra deck as soon as we can, yeah? Oh, yeah. Let's come to me, Harvester. Let's harvest. You ain't stopping me. Let's, before committing to a ballista, let's bop them. Bop, bop, bop. Let's Dora the Explorer. Bop them and pop them. Come, Gustav Max. Pop for 2K, pop a back row. Let's go. 2K. Choo-choo train, down the middle, pop the middle, get that trash out of here. Woo, DD Dynamite, be gone. Be gone. Machina deployment. We'll grab a trap for the lulz, yeah? Nah, I mean, we'll grab a Machina Fortress and the Citadel. Citadel. Well. Send the Harvester. Send the Fortress. All right. Now, let's make our Ballista. Let's get Ballistin. We're going to send the Fortress to the graveyard to resummon it. We are Ballista. Ballista points to the bottom left. That's really weird. Who does that? Who points to the bottom left? What the hell is that? The box. Open up the win. Box. Come to me. We trenching. Machina Fortress. Send the trench. Send the box. Are we going to slice up that back row or what? Are we going to just banish it? Maybe. Let's get slicing. Trench or get trenching. Harvest me the win. We're sending this full back. Activates. We getting bulldozing. Doze. Rank 9 exceed. True king of all calamities. Or are we slicing? Let's slice. Slice and dice. Hayate points to the bottom left. That's weird. Detach. I could detach up to 2. Detach the Fortress. Wipe out the Fool. Woo, trap trick, bro. You gave up already? Wow. Come forth, Fortress. Super Dreadnought. 4,000 attack is not enough for lethal. But 6,000 is. Detach the bullet train. Boost to 6,000. Fool. Let's go.